You know, people sometimes make a great fuss about mind-to-body interaction. How can that work, they say. Well, first of all, it's as much a fact of our experience, our daily experience, as anything that we experience. I mean, I decide to lift my hand goes up. I pinch my finger and it hurts. If I get seriously injured, it hurts a lot. I mean, it's just totally a fact of constant everyday experience that our thoughts and our body mutually affect one another. So if your theory makes it hard to accept that, then it's more likely that there's something wrong with your theory than that our experience is so totally misleading. At least that's the way I do philosophy. I mean, if there's something, if there's a belief that is hardwired into our system, as it seems, and a theory tells us that that belief is false, well, I'm going to look really hard to see if the reasons for concluding that the belief is false are that compelling. Okay, so I think it's totally a fact of experience that mind and body do interact. Now, if you want to say, well, how does that work? Well, there's a kind of naive assumption here, which we unthinkingly make, that we understand in general how cause-effect actions work. But like it or not, that just ain't so. According to contemporary science, our most basic, our most fundamental physical theory is something called quantum mechanics. But if you ask how cause and effect works in quantum mechanics, the basic truth is, and experts in the field will say this, nobody knows. Nobody really understands why the world works this way. It just does. I mean, when you get down to the basics, we can see that certain things happen, and apparently certain things happen because of certain other things, but it really escapes us as to what's going on. And it seems to me, I think it's arguable that even in familiar cases, what we think is our understanding is more familiarity based on habit. The classic example is shooting pool balls against one another. And it looks like you can understand perfectly well when one ball hits the other, well, it communicates motion, it goes off in a certain direction. If you're a good shot, it goes in the pocket and so on. But why does it happen that way? Well, you know, I think at bottom, it's just we're used to it happening that way, so we know what to expect, so it feels comfortable, so we think we understand it. Of course, you could go down into the maybe the molecular structure of the pool ball, if you know something about that, and you could tell a story down there. But at the end, at the bottom of all that, you just have to say that's the way it works. You know, that's just the way the world goes. So the idea that there's some, well, I guess I want to say, yes, there is a mystery about how the mind and the body interact, but that's just part of the bigger mystery of how does cause and effect work in general, in all sorts of cases. And our understanding is limited, you know. We can go deeper and deeper, but at the end we always get to a mystery that we don't grasp, which is not to say that it's contradictory or absurd or doesn't make sense, but we aren't the ones who made all this, you know.